Hello and welcome to Crackpot Breakfast. Today we're having cold pizza. Bzzz. Cold pizza and washing it down with a lovely orange pico tea. I'm still painting. I have two projects on the go. I have one. I call this one Beatles Revolution because it's like there's so much strife and battling in the Beatles. If you like the Beatles, and I know you do, you know that there were a lot of internal conflicts of the Beatles, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, if it helped them make that great music, I'm okay with people fighting. I don't care if bands get along. I know a lot of fans need their artists to get along, but some of my favorite films, the directors and the actors didn't like each other. What I'm saying is conflict doesn't bother me. It's about the work, it's about what people are working on. So I thought I would have a painting celebrating some of the characters in the Beatles song catalog. If you look closer, there's a walrus, and some of the guys from the Yellow Submarine movie, and there's a blue jay, because that Blue Jay Way song, Magical Mystery Tour. I preferred later Beatles. I noticed when you talk to Beatle fans, there's two trains of thought. There's the early stuff they made, 63 to like 67. That's the good stuff. And then after that, they became drug-fused, crazy hippies. I prefer later Beatles from, say, Revolver on. Revolver, Rubber Soul, those are the two albums that seem to split the fans. I prefer latter-day Beatles. I really like that film, Across the Universe. My only beef with Across the Universe was when they're doing the thing on civil rights, at what I think is Martin Luther King's funeral, and this kid sings Let It Be. It's a beautiful moment. But I don't think the song Let It Be applies to the civil rights movement. Because if you just, to me, let it be means do nothing. In times of trouble, don't, just shut up. I think that's the wrong message to send for civil rights. No, organize, stand up. Don't let it be, is what they should have used. I mean, if Martin Luther King just let it be, he wouldn't have marched in the first place. Beautiful song, wrong sentiment. Still, Across the Universe, if you haven't seen it, see it. It's a beautiful movie. It's a musical. This guy comes to America and he has sex with American women, and it's wonderful. And they travel through the 60s and celebrate all of its wacky characters. It's a great film. If you haven't seen it, go see it now. I've seen it a bunch. My wife has this TENS machine. Looks like a little battery pack. Has these two wires come off of it, and the wires emit a small charge, and it's for damaged muscles. Years ago, she was in an accident, hurt her hip, her leg, her back. There's a few areas where she's still working out the damage. So you put these rubber ends on, it emits a charge, and it helps stimulate blood flow and everything. So we had to get new ends for it. So the wired ends, the rubber was wearing through, so instead of emitting a little shock, it was emitting a big shock. So we went to this medical store, this place that sells walkers and casts, and it was like a big retail store for medical supplies. And we get Gavin to the cashier. And, she's talking about working in retail. And how, it takes all kinds. So I was like, okay, what's the weirdest thing somebody tried to return? And she said, well, to deal with incontinence, we sell adult diapers. But you don't buy an adult diaper. You buy like a bunch at a shot. And she said, more than once, within days of somebody's relative passing away, they try to return the unused portions of adult diapers. I know, right? Like you're taking care of your mom, and she kicks the bucket, and you're like, oh God. Well, let's tidy up. I wonder if they'll take back these diapers. What a shitty thing to do. And as we're leaving, the cashier goes, I love your hair. And my wife goes, thanks. I'm like, how do you know she's talking to you? My wife has purple blue hair. It's lovely. It's beautiful. She gets compliments all the time. And then I always try to steal the compliments for my Friar Tuck mess. 2 commercials that piss me off right now. Anybody who knows me knows that my wife watches Judge Judy religiously. It really is the closest thing she has to religion. If it's on, she's watching it. It's the only reason we still have cable. So she can see the latest Judge Judy's. And occasionally Saturday Night Live. Which is better this year. Last year was a little rough. 2 commercials that pissed me off. One is for First Choice Haircutters. In Canada, we have a chain of places to get your hair cut called First Choice. When I was a kid, First Choice was the movie channel. You get a Super Channel or First Choice, and then you could watch Caddyshack 8 times a month. So First Choice Haircutters, it's a chain store of barbershops, salons, whatever. So for their commercial, it shows this beautiful woman at a reception desk, and she's filling out paperwork and answering calls. Blah, blah, blah. This UPS guy comes in. He's got some packages, and he has these forms. They go, oh, you got to sign here, sign here. And he goes, oh, and sign here. And it's a picture of the receptionist. And she's like, that's me. And he goes, I love your color. She's like, oh, you. She signs it. What fucking bizarro world is this commercial for? Here's the only reaction that would get. Sign this, sign this. Oh, and sign this. That's me. Why do you have a picture of me? 911? Yeah. I'd like to report a stalking. Wouldn't... Hey, that's me. You have pictures of me. And why not? I hate that commercial. That's not cute. That's creepy as fuck. Other commercial that pisses me off lately. It's Ikea. I've shopped there many times. They have this commercial where it's this mother and daughter, and they're running around during the day trying to get everything done. And then Ikea gets all preachy, and it goes, life's very busy, but we have to make every second count. Fuck you, Ikea. If I made every second count, I wouldn't be walking around your housewares maze with a golf pencil buying cheap shit that's gonna break in 3 months. Make every second count. Don't shop at fucking Ikea. I hate slogans like that. Fucking do something with your life. Shut up. You sell furniture. Make every second count. Asshole. I hate all that shit. I hate inspirational posters too. At the place where I do physio, I have all these posters up. Come on, you can do it. And it's like a photograph of a fucking mountain, and then like the journey of 1,000 steps begins with one asshole. I hate all that shit. It doesn't inspire me at all. It just depresses me. The only inspirational poster I ever liked was the cat hanging on the clothesline. Hang in there, kid. That's just cute. When I was a kid, I used to have a poster of a lion on my wall. And the lion's roaring, like, roar. And the little spoken word bubble above his head goes, I'll smile when I damn well feel like it. I had that in my room from like grade 2 until, I don't know, I guess when I moved out at 18. I identified with that lion being a Leo and an asshole. Make every second count. Fuck you. What if I gotta scratch my nose? That doesn't really count. Like people say, there are no coincidences. Yeah, there are. If you and I both bought the same underwear, that's a coincidence. That doesn't mean shit. I guess that just goes to the fundamental thing of when people go, all of this has to mean something. I just think it would be so much fucking cooler if it didn't. Imagine if all this suffering, all this struggle and strife and worry was just 'cause. To me, that's so much more amazing than, we had to get through a map or something. The idea that this was a charted course. I just like it so much more that we're all just roaming around. Oh, and while working on my Beatles painting, I started this last night. Boom. I really like this painting. This is just the first draft. I still gotta touch up the bottom and the background. Make it all pretty. I call this one, I Can Hear You Leave Already. It's a beautiful piece. So today I'll be working on that and playing video games. And I hope whatever you do, you have fun. But don't listen to Ikea. Don't make every second count. Do what you want. Don't take life advice from a furniture store. Bye.